we're in Monaco right now. I'm here with Seb, and I'm in Dallara, and we're gonna go on a ride. We're gonna go on a ride on the F1 track right now.
Actually, in Monaco, there's no seatbelt law. A Russian billionaire.
Whoa! 200 miles an hour in this tunnel. Now we're gonna go tour the Batmobile. Why not have a real military rocket launcher, you know? Oh God.
Yep. And then, je me suis dit c'était plus simple de m'arrêter parce que c'est compliqué pour rentrer.
Okay. We have to harness in this thing?
No, actually in Monaco there's no seatbelt law.
There's no seatbelt law in Monaco?
All right. So we're starting. This is like the most famous square.
Yes.
There is in Monaco.
We're in Casino Square right now. This is the car you use to get groceries, basically.
Yeah, we'll say that, we'll say that. So not the most practical car in the world. It's basically 2 seats, an engine, and a race car for the road. They all come down here, you know, easily over 100 miles an hour here.
Just barreling down the track right here.
Yeah, can you imagine? This was actually where there was a lot of accidents this year because it was raining and they were braking coming downhill.
And then they were hitting people as they were coming out. Oh, just like that.
Yeah.
Oh God, almost died.
Yeah. It's nuts that we can be driving on the F1 track 48 hours after the race was going on. This is the most famous corner in the world.
The most famous corner in the world.
It's the Fairmont hairpin. They come around here in an F1 car. It's actually the slowest corner on the F1 track.
When did you get interested in racing, in cars, hypercars, and supercars?
Just always kind of have been. And then as soon as I got my driving license, I was 18, but then it just really took a whole new, you know, dimension. But I imagine it's like you with, you know, property. Was it always kind of in the back of your mind? And then when you actually were able to go forward and chase that, it just became more than just a normal obsession. It became your whole life?
Not really.
Oh, really?
No, I got into real estate to pay the bills.
Okay.
And then I just realized, like, oh, I could do this and build a whole career out of it.
We're in the tunnel right now. So the fastest point of the track. They'll be going through 200 miles an hour in here.
200 miles an hour in this tunnel.
Really particular for them is when they come out of the tunnel, they have the sunlight hit their eyes all of a sudden at 200 miles an hour.
Yeah. And so then people are just like watching all from their balconies as you're racing down the hill right here.
Yeah, and you can often rent your apartment out for the 4 days of the F1, and that will cover like 6 or 7 months of your rent. And there are supercars and there are hypercars. You heard of hypercars?
What's the difference between a supercar and a hypercar?
Limited edition. You know, a hypercar will always be very limited.
Like 1 of 100 kind of thing.
Yeah, a lot of power, obviously. So you're talking over 700-800 horsepower. Yeah. Now in general, it's over $1 million.
Got it.
You know, you're in hypercar territory. It's kind of like how would you consider a mega mansion?
Got it.
What is the cutoff for you to be able to consider something a mega mansion?
The pricing always changes for real estate. It used to be that if it was over $10 million, that was wild and luxury. Now, I don't consider something incredibly luxury or like a super mansion unless it's over $50 million.
Wow.
Yeah. Like it used to be if I saw something over $20 million, it was, oh my God, what is this? This is the craziest thing ever. So when did you get this car? What is this thing? What are we
So this is actually through a friend of mine.
Okay.
So it's a friend of mine who sells these. They're called Dellaras, and it's appropriate because they're actually the people who make the chassis for the F1 cars. Okay. So I thought, you're coming around F1, you know, what's the most kind of F1 related experience we can get? So we're gonna drive by a pretty crazy property right now.
Okay.
So not this yellow building, but the white one right next to it is all one house. But all of that is one house.
Wow. Who owns it?
I think a Russian billionaire. Ferrari hypercar right there.
There you go. Nice. That guy was in a full suit and tie, like he's going to work.
Yeah.
All right, so we just drove on the F1 track throughout Monaco with Seb right over there. So this is a Dallara. So this is a street legal race car, totally carbon fiber, really light. Costs about $500,000. It's number 509 of 600. You can see all the way into the wheel. You've got harnesses for your seatbelt so you can buckle in. This here connects into your helmet. This records your race, everything. This is how you get in. This is not even power steering. There's no power steering here. Everyone was taking photos and videos of this car as we were driving through.
I'm sure.
I'm not sure how good this would be in New York.
I think every pothole you would die.
They're actually, this one's for sale now.
All right, if anyone wants to buy this, we'll sell it to you. Okay, thanks, Seb.
No problem, it was a
Thanks
pleasure.
thank you.
I'll see you soon, you're always welcome. See ya, bye-bye, take care.
So we lost Seb because he got stuck in the rain. So it happens when you don't have a roof on your hypercar. Yeah, now we're waiting on this Batmobile or whatever the hell else is coming. All right, so the Batmobile has finally showed up. We've been here for 7 hours. He's stuck under this tunnel because this Mack truck just decided to drive under the tunnel and now it just got stuck. What in the world? Wow. Never actually seen a real Batmobile before. Look at this thing. So I'm Ryan, by the way.
Hamdy.
Hamdy.
Nice to meet you. Stunt cars are just bodies. So a guy bought the body and sent it to Europe. So when I first saw her, she was just a body. We got a nice BMW, a V12 7 Series, and we removed the body and we put the whole car underneath and put the body on top. Of course, it wasn't as easy as I'm saying.
It's insane. Look at the back of this thing. Wild.
And she actually spits fire as well.
So this spits fire?
Yeah. This is a real military helicopter rocket launcher.
Why not have a real military rocket launcher, you know? So these are like the machine guns?
Yeah.
That's insane.
These are also real machine guns, huh? Touch them. They're
Oh,
from
wow.
the same helicopter.
Wow. So is this just one of your many cars?
Yeah. We have a nice collection. When you start seeing Bugattis and Paganis and Koenigsegg's
And Batmobiles.
Batmobiles, you know, you start knowing that you're in Monaco now.
Oh,
Is that easier or harder than the...
this is actually easier. Oh, dude, it's got like these cool rear view screens in here.
All right. Hey.
All right.
What's up? All is good?
Yes.
Yes.
Thanks for the ride. Ubers in Monaco are pretty crazy. Screens here.
So I want to explain the buttons. This is the camera, 2 cameras.
Okay.
And then we have the machine guns up and down from here.
Machine guns, perfect.
Yeah, machine guns, which we said they're real, huh?
Yep.
The compressor. The turbo is the front fan. The jet is where the fire is.
Nice.
If you wanna throw back fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the fire button.
But now is not the time for the Batmobile. It's very crowded. This car likes to go out at night.
And just drive around. Do you ever feel like saving people when you're in this car? Do you ever see something going down and you just want to drive by and just raise the machine guns just a little bit?
No, that's a bit too much. No, this car brings happiness to people. By the way,
Yes.
This is what I have noticed. Like when you see a Bugatti or a Ferrari, you're like, wow. When you see the Batmobile, you smile. Especially with the kids. The kids really love it. So it makes it very special.
It would have been great during the Grand Prix if all of a sudden this car just pulled out right into the track.
Yeah, right in the middle, huh?
They're stopping us
Yeah,
so that they can take a photo.
Yeah.
The police. Well, thank you for the tour.
Thank you.
This has been awesome.
That's the best part.
Great ride.